Let's pour some wine because I am a wine type of girl. Just a little bit more, then we about to get into this. Let's go. Hey everybody. Okay, before we get into this, let me take a sip of this. Oh my god. Okay. This is mango strawberry Moscato. Let me just say this before we get into everything else. I have had every flavor of Moscato except for peach because I ain't that type of girl. Peach just don't sit well with me and my taste buds. But if you've never had Moscato or if you never had mango strawberry, I tell you, run and go get this because even when it's cold, y'all, it's so much better when it's cold. I just took it out the refrigerator. But anywho, welcome to my channel, y'all. I'm so excited to finally be doing them. Y'all gonna be seeing me fix these curls a lot in this video because they just going summer everywhere right now. But I'm Amari the stylist. That's what I call myself. And doing the rest of these videos that I decide to do, you guys will know why. But I came on here today because we about to talk about something so super duper deep, guys. So super duper deep. And this is deep for me. Maybe deep for others. That's also why I want to talk about it. Because we never know what anybody's going through or whatever. And, you know, these personal experiences can help somebody else. So today we're going to talk about coping with anxiety, postpartum depression, denial, and hurt frequencies. I don't know if a lot of people have heard about hurt frequencies before, but let me just tell you, it's something everybody needs, and we'll get to that within this video. But I first want to say, anxiety is real close to me. I've had anxiety since I was 16 years old. Something that was traumatic for me, might have been traumatic for a lot of people, especially if you were a kid, like a teenager. It caused me to have anxiety. Like, I struggled so bad. I antagonized. I asked why after why after why. Okay, I'll just tell you. At 15 years old, I found out as a sophomore in high school that I had breast cancer. Cancer runs in my family. I always tried to figure out, like, through high school, like, why I was so skinny and why my boobs were getting so big and all the girls was getting thick and all of that stuff. And I was just skinny. I was always tired. I always felt some type of way. And so I didn't know that was the reason why. So when I found out, I cried for days. I cried for days. I didn't understand why me. Why at 15 I'm supposed to be experienced in high school for my sophomore year. Everybody's doing everything that they're wanting to do. I'm at home. It really took a toll on me so bad. So I sat there and just was like, why me? Why me? Why I have to be the one? Why to skip my other sisters? You know, all of this stuff. So it really hindered me, and I really developed anxiety. I'm 33 now, so I've had anxiety for 17 years. Let me just say this. I'm just now figuring out at 33 how to cope with my anxiety. This is not easy at all. So no matter if you had it a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, never let anybody tell you this is what you should be doing or this is what you need to be doing. If they don't have it, they don't understand. So never feel bad if you haven't figured out a way to cope with your anxiety. Everybody's different. Everybody learns on their own time. It just is what it is. So yes, at 33, 17 years later, I finally figured out how to cope with my anxiety. I have anxiety attacks off and on, but they're not constant like they used to be. I used to have an anxiety attack or two a week, okay? 1 or 2 a week, back to back. And when I say my body was just so frail and so hurt from all of the fight fight and flight mode that my body would go into. Your body's literally battling your brain. Your brain is battling your body. So just think about all of that, like, constantly going on. It's too much. It's too much. But let me say this. Now, I have like anxiety attack. Maybe it could 3 months could go by before I can have one. You know, I could be good. A month could go by, a week, whatever. But I don't have them as often. But the reason I'm talking about this is because I just had a baby. Her name is Milani. She's 9 months. And I really didn't. Okay, scratch that. I did know. I knew I was going through postpartum depression, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to go through that at all. I wanted to love on my baby girl. I wanted to do this and that with her and everything. So I told myself, you ain't going through this. You're going to be all right. You strong enough to handle this. And I kept telling myself that over and over and over again. Putting it in the back of my mind. You gotta do this for her. You gotta do this for her. You can't feel like this about your child. This is your child. And so while I am trying to put that thought in the back of my head, it's making me anxious. And it's making me anxious because now I'm getting mad because I'm like, oh, instead of trying to come to the front. Instead of trying to tell me, oh, don't hold your baby. You don't like your baby. Your baby doing too much. She crying too much. You don't want to feed her. Like, all of that negativity, it has now built up because for weeks, I am telling myself, okay, that this ain't happening. So, one day in April, super duper early in the morning, 5 a.m., I crashed and burned. When I say I really crashed and burned, I crashed and burned. That was just the end of me. I felt like I was ending. And it was just so bad because I know how my anxiety starts. I start with a headache. And then I get nauseous. And then I start to get hot, like I'm suffocating in my own body heat. And then after that, the last thing is now my body is so tense that it hurt, because that's that fight or flight mode. That's my body fighting my brain and my brain fighting my body, and it's just like I can't get it to stop. I can't sit down. I can't sit still. I'm rocking back and forth. I'm shaking. I'm crying. I'm telling myself, calm down, calm down. Nothing would help. So I had to do the one thing that I knew, and that was to call my older sister. My older sister has been dealing with me and my anxiety for years. She's the only one that actually knows what to do. And good thing she only lives 10 minutes away from me. That's the beauty about that. 10 minutes away. She making her in no time. She comes in, she calms me down, she rubs on me, tells me it's okay. You know, I feel myself coming down, but I already know it's not over for me. She took the kids from me so I can just really lay there. I laid in the dark with nothing on but these hurt frequencies. When I say these hurt frequencies, they're everything. But let me tell you, I know some people won't believe this, but it literally took me over 5 hours to come down from this one episode. One episode that started at 5 a.m. Took me over 5 hours. I'll say I didn't really come down. We might as well say over, definitely over 5 or 6 hours. I didn't really come down until almost 3 p.m. That's when my body started to slow down and everything started to go back. So, and I think it's because I was listening to these hurt frequencies. My dude told me about these hurt frequencies. When I say it, this stuff is amazing. It's amazing. I don't go to sleep without listening to the hurt frequencies now. I do at nighttime a full body detox. It's all the numbers. You have 417, you have 396, you have 852 or 528 or 332 hertz. Each hertz goes to something. But I do the full body detox. It's 9 hertz in those full body detox. They're called like Solfeggio. I'm probably not saying it right. I'm gonna put all the hertz and the links to the ones that I listen to in the description. But let me tell you, I lay down now I turn this full body detox hurt frequencies on, and I can just feel everything from the day leaving my body. You really don't even have to sit there and meditate. You can lay there in silence and you can start to feel these frequencies work. And I think my dude told me about this because I think, it was even hurting him probably seeing me always go through these anxiety attacks. And he probably was like, you know what, I don't even want to see you being in this much pain anymore. So this is what we're gonna do. I ain't gonna lie though, I fought him on it at first. I'm like, I'm gonna get through this, trying to be a little tough girl. Like, I'm gonna get through this. I don't need this, whatever. And he was like, oh, okay, it'll work for you. And I glad I came around and let that guard down a little bit and start listening to him, because it really do help. It really do help. And I don't know what works for everyone. I know this worked for me. I'm letting you know this because it could work for you. Don't be like me. Just try it. Just try it. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going through the anxiety, the hurt, the pain, the agony. Because that's how I feel like I go through. I feel like I'm going through straight agony. And it's just so bad. And it's not good. It's not good. And I know there's a lot of people in our lives that want to tell us what we need to do to cope with our anxiety. They don't know everything. Okay, my dude, he didn't know something. But never let anybody tell you what you need to do when they are not actually going through it. Because, they're saying, spend a day in my shoes. If they would spend a day in my shoes when stress of, being a parent or working or having a business and being a significant other and being a sister and being an aunt, like all of that, can be overwhelming, and it can cause me to have an anxiety attack even on a good day. My mind has always been where it takes forever for my mind to shut up. Like, this is my mind, y'all, for real, all day, every day. Like, even when it's time for me to go to bed, like when I need to be winding down and going to sleep, this is my mind. Like, oh, you gotta do this, or you gotta do it. Oh, did I do that? Oh, I know I paid that bill, or I gotta go get this from the store. I need to write this down on my list. So this is just me in my head, me in my head. And I'm like, I'll be thinking to myself, and it opens more. I'm like, okay, I need my head to shut up. I need to calm down. This is for me wind downtown. I just put the baby to bed. This is my time to like get chill so I can, go to sleep. So if nobody's ever been through that, I'll say this. You can listen to them. You can. But it doesn't mean that you have to actually do what they say. I'm going to say this. My mother is a church-going woman. Okay? My mama used to tell me to go to the altar, leave it there, and God take care of it. I mean, she old school. That's how she was taught. That's how she grew up in the church. But I know for me, it also says that if you don't put in the work, nothing's going to happen. So I can't just go to the altar and be like, God, I want this anxiety to go away. I want help with the postpartum, and leave him there and then don't do no work myself. So just know this. You have to at least put in the work. Now I'm going to say this, because I'm going to also leave this for another video too. But the main thing that I used to do that I really don't do anymore, but might help somebody else, is journal. I started journaling right at 16. I had to get it out. I had to put it down on paper. I had to put it down and then close the book and let it just be there. I journaled for years. When I got into my mid-20s, journaling wasn't really working for me anymore. Journaling wasn't working. I was journaling and I still was having multiple, episodes of anxiety. It was just no for me. Nope, 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 nope. But that's okay. But it may work for some people. You may be needing to write it down to get it out. And I would say this when you're journaling. Write it down. Okay? Sign your name. Close the book. Leave it there. Because if you don't leave it there, nothing's going to happen. You need to leave it there and then don't think about it. I know it's easier said than done. I do say that a lot to me. It's easier said than done. But you can do it. You can do it. You're strong enough to do it. I'm telling you this because I remember when I used to tell myself I was not strong enough to do it. That I wasn't going to get through it. That this was going to be my life forever. And now I'm starting to change that. It might have took me to get into my mid-30s to do it, because I will say I am stubborn, I am hard-headed, and I like to do stuff my way. That's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, give it a chance. Give it a chance. And you just never know. It may just be the thing for you. So now let me say this. I want to let everybody know that you are stronger than you think you are. Remember that. I say that in the mirror every morning when I get up. I am stronger than I think I am. Put that into your daily routine. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, you are stronger than you think you are. We really are. And we cannot allow our daily life to break us. Because as you see me on this video right now, and if you're watching me, that means you were meant to still be here. And also tell yourself that too. You were meant to still be here. That means you have a purpose in life, that God allowed you to wake up and open your eyes and you're still here. So I wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my first video. I was kind of nervous, but you know, I'm a wine drinker. So this really helped. I'm sorry, y'all, this is really good. I'm going to try not to drink the whole bottle. But don't forget, okay, to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, click that little bell down there so y'all know when I'm posting, because a girl got a lot of stuff to share with y'all. A lot of tips and tricks that's going to help you with everything in your daily life. Well, maybe not everything. Some things. We'll say that. All right. Well, I'll see y'all later. Peace.